Uh-oh, what's this? It's some more Ace Academy. Yep, after a long break, I'm doing some more Ace Academy. So, when I stopped being sick and started recording again, I played some Jade. Because there was plenty of Jade to play, because it had been a long break. And it was great, it was awesome. And I put Ace Academy on hold to play Jade, but there is nothing left to do in Jade now. And so, I'm going to go back to Ace Academy. Classes are going well, but I do still have to balance them with all the other things I like to do outside of them, which includes writing. And so, as a result, didn't really record as much. The episodes have been off and on, but I've got a chance and plenty of energy right now to record some Ace Academy, so I thought, you know what, let's throw some Ace Academy episodes together. It's been a long time, but it's a good game that I want to share with the world, and I'm pretty sure we're very close to the end. I don't even remember what happened last time. Concert. The concert is happening soon. And so, without further ado, because I don't think there's anything else that needs to be addressed, let's jump right into it. The sound of my alarm wakes me again. With a wide yawn, I push myself out of bed. A small part wishes that I could have slept in again, but that part is silenced by the rest of me, who is pumped for the big concert. Ooh, I don't have my glasses on, and things are a little blurry. I swap through different outfits and spend a little more time on my appearance. It's important that I make a good impression, as I'm not only representing myself and my team, but I'm representing Ace Academy too. Should wear your jacket then. Once satisfied, I checked my email for the location of the event. It's hosted at the Izokazi Concert Hall. The sponsorship networking event is at a club next door. I head downstairs expecting to see a heartbroken Nikki, but to my surprise, Uncle Kaito greets me from the couch, a piece of toast hanging from his mouth.
Hey, bud, excited for sure?
Kaito, I love you. What? Kaito swallows his mouth full of toast and grins.
You don't speak food?
Not fluently, it seems.
Are you excited for today?
You already know?
Are you kidding me? Nikki has been talking non-stop about it. Oni-chan gets to meet Ex Zee!
I love you, Kaito. Did she really say that?
Close enough.
We laugh. Speaking of which...
She's hanging out with some friends. They're going to watch the concert together, but have to prep first. I don't really understand what that means.
Blankets, making food, or buying food. With my polycule, usually at least 2 people. Well, obviously you need at least 2 people. Usually a couple people bone so that they don't get the urge mid. Not concert, but when we binged, what's it called? Castlevania. We all binged Castlevania together. That same group was part of my Final Fantasy RPG group, and like, more than once I got over there, waited like 3 hours for the game, found out that 2 people had gone upstairs to bone, and that one of them had just fallen asleep afterwards, and I was always like, really? You people gotta be like this? But, you know, I don't really get it. So, you know, no right for me to judge, because I don't really get it. But, you know, short story aside, let's get back into it. Neither do I. Yes, I do. I check the time. Ugh, not enough time to make breakfast.
Here.
Uncle Kaito offers me his extra toast.
I know that face all too well. There have been many a morning where I had to go hungry, and I can't subject my nephew to that kind of life.
That's morbid. He laughs.
I have a rare day off and can afford to make another.
I grin and accept his offering. Thanks.
Have a good day.
I nibble at my toast and head to the garage. Then I wolf the remaining toast down before driving into the city. Soon I arrive at the concert hall. I wander around the hall and through the people bustling back and forth before finding the entrance backstage. There's a passage between the hall and the arcade, as the proprieties are owned by the same family. As I pass through, I spot signs directing me to the Dashu VIP Arcade Lounge. After providing my identity to the guard, I enter. As soon as I walk in, I spot many recognizable faces. Weiger Toods, Sidney Crossbow, Chenille O'Keel, Ristano Cronaldo, just name a few. Okay, so it's Tiger Woods. I have no idea who Sidney Crossbow is supposed to be. Kidneys. What? Sidney Crossbow. If you know who that is, let me know. Chenille O'Keel is obviously Shaquille O'Neal. Cristiano Ronaldo. I don't know who that is, but I assume that's how it's spelled. Just to name a few. I keep waiting for someone to stop me and ask what I'm doing here, but no one does. A few people glance at me, passing. Some even flash me a smile as if to say, "You're one of us now." Walking in the same room as these people is intimidating, but also exhilarating. Scanning the room, I don't see Ex Zee anywhere.
Broseph!
I turn around and see Sho, Mayu, and Kaori approaching me. They all look good. Mayu knows how to dress best out of all of you. Is that leather? Ooh, no, it's not. If it was, I was going to be like, ooh, nice! Pink leather is badass. Never let anyone tell you otherwise. Hey guys, all leather is badass, actually.
Can you believe this? My inner fanboy is going off the charts!
Kaori shrugs.
I don't see what the big fuss is.
Me neither.
Mayu chokes on her words and her eyes widen at the sight of someone. I follow her line of sight, expecting Ex Zee, but instead I see some old dude with white hair. I love this guy's name. Breathe, Mayu. She takes a deep breath.
It's Reboot von Beethoven!
Yep. His name, or stage name, is Reboot.
Who's that?
Who's that?
If looks could kill, Sho would already be on the ground, bleeding.
Huh?
As Sho cowers, Mayu closes her eyes and sets her jaw determinedly. Then, with shaking legs, she walks toward the man.
Well, then.
Kaori and I glance at each other and laugh. I doubt any of us imagined Mayu was capable of something so terrifying. Oh, buddy, go down the Mayu event. You'll see something terrifying. Mayu stalks closer to Reboot von Beethoven, but as soon as his attention lands on her, she becomes rooted to the ground. Uh-oh. He waits patiently for her, watching her curiously. She remains frozen, so he smiles and pats her on the head, then resumes his journey to the buffet tables. After Mayu's internal systems reboot, she hops back to us with starstruck eyes. He touched me. You might want to think about what you just said and then try again. Oh, shit. I never picked that option. Sho and Kaori nod in agreement while Mayu's cheeks flush.
That's not what I meant! It's Reboot von Beethoven, the greatest classical composer to exist since the original!
Yep. And that's why his name, or stage name, is Reboot. I seriously doubt any human being would ever name their child Reboot, but I don't know, people change their names all the time. I plan to. Seriously, that's his tagline?
Hello, beautiful people.
And it's Valerie. Okay, she looks pretty nice. Valerie is all smiles as she approaches. She throws an arm around me and Kaori, much to Kaori's dismay.
What's with all the excitement?
Mayu just met Beethoven.
You mean the Ludwig von Beethoven?
I can't tell if she's being sarcastic or not. No, Reboot. Mayu nods happily.
Ooh, he's the greatest classical composer to exist since the original.
For fuck's sake. Seriously? Mayu bursts out laughing and Valerie joins in. Their laugh is contagious soon we've all joined in. When we finally catch our breaths, Kaori looks around.
Where's Yuna?
Not sure. She might be busy handling logistics and stuff.
Sorry, I dropped my switchblade. That makes sense, actually. A man in a dashu hat interrupts us.
Hey, are you guys from Ace Academy?
Yes.
He checks off a name on his clipboard.
You're up for the photo shoot. Please, come with me.
We look at each other, then shrug and follow him. He leads us to a secluded area behind a wall of curtains. There's a station already set up on a stage with a backdrop and lighting equipment. A mom with a tied-back ponytail barks directions at the models, his camera at the ready. Yuna stands to the side and studies the clipboard in her hand. As our manager, I guess part of her job is coordinating any events we attend. I hope she doesn't have to work the whole time. Hey, Yuna. She glances over at us and grins.
You're here. Sorry I haven't had a chance to say hi.
Are you helping with the whole event?
No, I've just been getting our team affairs in order. You guys are doing okay?
We all nod.
Great! Well, they want a team photo of all of us. I've already worked it out with our photographer. We're going to be here.
She leads us to the stage where the photographer is waiting. He directs us to a normal group stance with bright smiles. The shutter clicks constantly as he captures us from different angles.
Perfect. Excellent. Very nice.
Once he gets the takes he needs, Sho wants to take a cool photo. With the photographer's permission, we hold action poses, trying to look as badass as possible. Yeah. This is pretty fun.
Now we need a solo model from the team. While I work on setup, Yuna, please coordinate who will be your swimsuit model.
A swimsuit?
The photographer sighs impatiently.
Yes! It'll be used for our upcoming catalog, The Taste of Summer. What's more summery than a warm beach?
Look at everyone's face and then look at Valerie's face again. They're all like, what? And Valerie's like, me. Naturally, this means we cannot pick Valerie. He walks off before Yuna can protest.
Did you guys hear that?
We nod.
Who should do it?
So, I think I've picked all of these. And this is one event where I will tell you. Kaori, what happens depends on the next dialogue options you get next, I do believe. But yes, Kaori can do it. I think Yuna can do it. Mayu won't do it. They'll be like, leave her alone, and then Valerie will do it. Valerie will be like, of course I should do it. Every single time I played through this game until the last playthrough, I picked Sho. Every single time. We will not be objectified is like, you start to be like, hey, we should refuse, and before you're even done, Valerie's already got her clothes off. It's hilarious. I think I'm going to go with Kaori can do it because we're going down the Kaori events. Sho is super funny too. Buy this game and see it for yourself. This should be our fearless team captain, Kaori. Kaori blushes.
What? No way! Go to hell, you perverted idiot!
Yeah, I guess I'm not surprised. At least you recognize you lack the necessary assets for modeling. Sho solemnly nods. Kaori's eyes widen, then she frowns.
We'll see about that.
She stomps into the charging room and returns a moment later in a two-piece bikini. Damn, she looks even better than last time. My face feels like it's on fire. Sho is just as captivated as I am. Kaori should have abs, you cowards. She's the workout nut of the team. With a hand on her hip, Kaori gives us one last challenging glare before heading to the stage.
Did she really just fall for that?
Valerie bursts out laughing while Mayu suppresses a giggle. Sho and I fist bump.
Whoa, great choice.
Yup. Kaori absolutely will straight up fall for that. Kaori poses for the camera.
Excellent. Perfect.
I'm positive in that last post she leaned off just to show her lack of assets. Leaned in just to show off her lack of assets. I stand corrected.
This is the best day of my life.
Beautiful. Now, give me a smile.
Kaori glares at the photographer.
Never mind. Fierce is good. Let's capture Fierce.
After a few more shots, Kaori struts back to us, a smug grin on her face.
There.
I surrender with my hands up. Oh yes, you really showed us.
Yes, indeed.
Cowdy, you can go change.
Kaori's face burns as brightly as her hair. She hurries back into the changing room.
Who would have thought this would be so much fun?
Kaori returns wearing her previous outfit. Her face is still red.
Don't say anything.
We all look at each other and laugh.
Thank you very much. We have everything we need.
You're welcome.
We exit out of the photo arena and back into the main lounge.
What do you guys want to do now?
Valerie lets out a loud squeal.
Look!
It's gonna be Ex Zee. She points to none other than Ex Zee, who is steadily walking towards us. If I remember correctly, Ex Zee is one of the developers. He's in the game Crystalline they made too. Crystalline is pretty good, but I don't think it's half as good as Ace Academy is. It's good, but this game is awesome. He's a lot taller in person. Yeah, buddy, he's like 6'5", I think. Show, like, compared, was like, we're the same height, and I'm 6'1". So, like, that's how I mentally picture everyone, is Show at 6'1", and everyone else just below that. Ex Zee is fucking huge. Also, leather jacket. I approve. He's got 3 belts. What? Yeah, he's definitely a rock star. He's a lot taller in person, and a lot cooler. I have to admit, Nikki was right. He is more attractive in person. Look at his hair. Damn. Sorry, no time to be a useless bisexual.
Ex Zee!
That would be me.
He grins charmingly.
I don't believe we've met. Are you new? I doubt I would have forgotten such stunning visions such as yourselves.
Each girl turns a bright shade of red, including Kaori. They shoot him a nervous glances of elation and awe. Even Valerie has lost her cool. With all of them speechless, Ex Zee looks at Sho, who's equally smitten. Ex Zee grins understandingly. Of course, he must be used to this. Finally, his gaze lands on me. Oh, hey. We're from Ace Academy? Dashu is sponsoring our team?
Ace Academy? That means you guys are pilots.
His face lights up and he seems genuinely impressed. 4 pilots, an engineer, and our manager. I motion to myself, Sho, Mayu, and Kaori. We are. I point to Yuna. She's the team manager. Then I point to Valerie. And she's our engineer. Ex Zee winks and gives us a thumbs up.
That's hardcore, man. I always wanted to be a pilot. What a cool job.
Excuse me,
Fucking-
Ex Zee senpai?
Calls him senpai. Ex Zee laughs.
Just X is fine.
Oh, okay. Excuse me, Ex senpai. Do you think we can get a photo, please?
Yeah, me too.
Ex Zee nods.
Sure. Why don't we get a group photo?
Good idea. Count me in.
Kaori nods with a smile. I'm in. X motions to a nearby Dashu employee. As we get into place, each of us surreptitiously trying to stand right beside Ex Zee, the photographer comes out from behind the curtains, his camera at the ready.
Everyone say Z.
Z. Oh, we say Z in unison and have a good laugh as the photo is taken.
Excellent. I'll make sure to have these emailed to you all.
Thank you. And thank you, Mr. Z.
X smiles.
You guys are too formal. Kick back and have some fun. We're gonna be rocking out soon enough.
God, I don't know whether or not any of you have ever done it, but if you've ever been to a rock concert, there's like no better source of chaotic energy. Like, I went to a Ninja Sex Party concert like 2 years ago, I want to say. Holy shit, that was just like, oh my god. How do I describe it? Nothing got me pumped up in my entire life more than that did. Like, seriously, if you've never been to a rock concert and you like, you know, a little bit of chaos and a little bit of excitement, seriously go. I've never been to a metal concert, so I can't confirm or deny. anything about them, but rock concerts are awesome. Pop concerts are fine, but like a rock concert where you're all standing up and jumping up and down and partying, it's fucking awesome.
That's right.
A man in a suit comes over and whispers in Ex Zee's ear.
Time for warm-ups and stage prep. You're coming to the show, right?
Of course.
I wouldn't miss it for the world.
Good. I'll be looking for you.
After flashing us one last thumbs up, he walks towards his manager. We're all still giddy from our encounter with him.
He's nice.
Yeah.
Valerie sighs dreamily and Yuna nods.
I don't know about you guys, but all this excitement has made me hungry. We can't leave this event until we've checked out the buffet.
Oh, the best part about you and your partner both being bi is that you can check out other people together instead of being like that one meme. Show eyes the majestic spread as the team murmurs their agreement. You guys go ahead. I'll catch up to you in just a sec. I rush after Ex Zee, my promise to Nikki at the front of my mind. Excuse me, Ex Zee? He turns and smiles when he sees me. God, look at him. Damn. Look at those skinny jeans, dude.
Hey, man. What's up?
I was wondering if I could get an autograph.
Of course.
He once waits with an expectant smile. Right, pen and paper. I pat down my pockets but come back empty-handed. Oh crap, don't tell me this is happening right now. Sorry, dude. There isn't anything lying around that I could use either.
Z, we need you.
Sure.
He scratches the back of his head. I can't believe I'm gonna fail like this. Wah, wah, wah. I'm sorry, I don't have pen or paper on me. You're busy and I don't want to keep you. I'm sure my sister will understand.
Sister?
Yeah, my younger sister found out I was coming here and she asked me to get a signature. He nods knowingly.
In that case.
Ex Zee takes off his necklace and offers it to me. I blink at him. This is way more than just a signature. Are you sure this is okay?
Yeah, don't worry about it.
What a cool dude. I accept the offering. Thank you. He smiles warmly.
The things we do for our baby sisters, right?
I'm willing to bet character, programmers, or developer for who Ex Zee is after, both have little sisters, right? And I'm also gonna bet that this, like, what he just gave us isn't the original, but still has a ton of sentimental value and magical value because he sweat on it, which means you can use it to cast a curse on him. You got that right. I don't know why I felt that last part was important, but it was. He gives me another thumbs up before disappearing with his manager. I look over his medallion before safely pocketing it, then head back to my friends. After eating our fill from the buffet, we continue to mingle and meet other Dashu sponsees. Everyone we spoke to was excited to hear that Dashu was sponsoring an ace team and wished us luck in our matches. It really felt satisfying to be the center of attention, if only for a short moment. Soon it was time for the concert. We file into the concert hall and towards the front of the stage, where flashing lights introduce Ex Zee. Kaori bobs her head in time with the music and sings along. To my surprise, she knows all the words, and she's actually pretty damn good. She blushes when she realizes I can hear her and stops, but there's a smile on her lips. Ex Zee is the perfect combination of entertainment and talent, and my voice soon grows hoarse from singing along. At one point, he even saw us and winked. Once the concert is over, we chat animatedly about how awesome it was before heading our separate ways and going home. I'm barely through the door before Nikki bombards me.
Hello.
Hi? She eyes me up and down.
So?
So what?
Quit stalling. The autograph?
Oh crap, I knew I forgot something. Nikki's face is frozen in place as if she can't understand my words. I'm so sorry, sis. Gradually, as my words sink in, her face falls.
But you promised!
She tries to tether her sniffles, but can't stop her lips from trembling as the tears well in her eyes. Whoa, hey, stop, I was just kidding. The tears slip down her cheeks. No, seriously, look. I pull out the necklace. She snatches it from my hand and examines it for a signature, but there isn't one. She pouts.
It's just an Ex Zee necklace. You can buy those at any souvenir stand.
I wanted an autograph from him.
No, but Ex Zee himself gave this to me to give to you. She crosses her arms and raises an eyebrow.
Do you really think I'm that gullible?
I can prove it. Okay, to be fair, even I wouldn't have believed that story. I can prove it. I pull out my phone and open up the selfie we took before the concert. The medallion is clearly around his neck. Then I flip to the photos during the concert where there is an obvious lack of a necklace. Dickie grabs my phone and pinches in to zoom the images. She swipes back and forth between the photos, over and over and over. When suddenly she leaps up and down, still clutching my phone.
Oh my god, you were telling the truth! I can't believe it!
What? Nikki throws her arms around my neck and squeezes me tightly.
This is the best!
The necklace or me? She plants a kiss on my cheeks before letting go, then slips the necklace over her head.
I'm never taking this off.
You know that was in my back pocket, right?
Don't care.
And I sat on it,
Don't care.
and I might have farted,
Don't care.
and I also put it in.
Okay, don't ruin this for me. You're the suckiest best brother ever.
Thanks, I think. She nods happily.
I have to go tell my friends. They're gonna flip.
She dashes up the stairs 2 at a time. That's the fastest she's ever tried to get away from me. I haven't seen her this happy in a long time. Thanks, Ex Zee, for making this happen. And thanks, Ex Zee, for making this game. My grumbling stomach derails my train of thought. I probably should have made better use of all the free food. Oh well, let's go see what we've got. Oh, is this what I think it is? I make my way into the kitchen. This is exactly what I think it is. Uncle Kaito's laptop and papers are spread across the kitchen table, but he is nowhere in sight. He probably went to the washroom. I'm about to open the fridge when a beeping from his computer distracts me. I glance over and see a new email has come in, but as my eyes wander over the sea of Japanese text, one English email draws my attention. Even more curiously, the words New York are in the preview text. New York? What could Uncle Kaito possibly be doing there? I try to resist the temptation, but as I read a private investigation firm based out of New York, my curiosity gets the best of me, and I click open the email. Why would Uncle Kaito order investigative work in the States, and New York specifically? I read on. Mr. Kaito, we have begun our preliminary investigation into the case of Mr. and Mrs. Red. The laptop is closed shut. Before I can finish, I look up sharply into Kaito's serious frown.
I thought you knew better than to snoop through other people's things.
I just saw an email from an investigation firm in New York. Thought it might concern me.
Why were you looking through my email in the first place?
I know I'm in the wrong for snooping, but I can't let him change the subject. Not when it involves my home, my family. The email was talking about Mom and Dad. Uncle Kaito remains stoic.
You misread it.
No! A growing anger bubbles in my chest. I don't care if you have secrets. I even understood when you tried to hide the truth about Aunt Yuki, but I will not allow you to keep secrets from me when it involves my parents. There's no trace of a smile on Uncle Kaito's face, and his dark eyes are unusually grim. I search his face, looking for a spark of my goofy, mellow uncle, but he is a mask of stony silence. What do you know? What aren't you telling me? After a long pause, he finally speaks.
There are some things you are better off not knowing.
There's nothing better than when a game just gives you one dialogue choice. Here, what kind of monster would I be in the Neo event? And in a game called the Sagittarian, when you're handcuffed to a radiator and the only option is, this is bullshit, and you kick off the radiator. Try me. I have a right to know what happened to my parents. Uncle Kaito's expression doesn't change, but a faint line of worry creases his brow. I soften my tone. I appreciate that you're trying to protect me, but whatever it says in that email, I can handle it. He looks hard at me and I stay silent as he ponders my words. Finally, he sighs and opens the laptop. After he pulls up the email, he slides the computer towards me. With bated breath, I read through the brief email. Mr. Kaito, we have begun our preliminary investigation into the case of Mr. and Mrs. Red, and we have found that the witness statements released during the conclusion of the case contrasted greatly with the statements originally recorded by the investigating officers. Further investigation will continue. That's it? I can't hide the confusion in my voice.
For now.
I don't understand. It's common knowledge that witnesses are not always a reliable source. A lot of times they'll change their stories or misremember what they saw.
It's not just the witness statements. Before the accident, your mom called me out of the blue with a very strange request.
She wanted to make sure that if anything should happen to her or your dad, that I'd take care of you kids.
We talked about custody when your parents first created their will, and we'd already decided that should your parents pass away, custody of you kids would go to me.
I thought it was strange that she'd bring it up again, but I figured she might have gone in to update her will and felt a little insecure.
Of course, I assured her that I'd take care of you both. Then, a week later, your parents' accident happened. I tried to discreetly look into the accident on my own, but got nowhere. That's why I hired the private investigator.
I rack my brain, trying to remember the last few days before Mom and Dad's accident. Were they acting any different than usual? Dad was wrapping up the last few upgrades to my core, but we were both scrambling to finish updates on Eagle before school started. My core. I understand why you wanted to keep this a secret. Uncle Kaito looks relieved. But now that I know about this investigation, I want to be kept in the loop. He nods.
I suppose that's fair.
Maybe I can help too. I mean, we did live in New York City, and I still have some contacts from CINY.
Let's see what the PI comes back with, and we can go from there. If your parents were in danger, I don't want you to put your life at risk too.
I nod, reluctantly. Kaito suddenly looks uneasy.
You aren't going to tell your sister about this, are you?
It's not my place to decide what is or is not best for Nikki.
I think we should wait to tell her.
I don't respond, but look at him questioningly.
I don't want to open up old wounds or give her false hope after she's worked so hard to move on with her life.
The less she knows, the better. Sure, but if it turns out Mom's deaths weren't accidents, we need to tell her the truth.
When the time comes, we will.
Okay. Uncle Kaito gently shuts his laptop.
I think that's enough excitement for one day.
Yeah. All the energy I got from hanging out with my boyfriend is gone. Ugh. He grins jokingly at me.
I need to get some work done before you decide to snoop through even more of my emails.
That's my cue to head upstairs. As we part and I head into my room, I try to focus on my homework, but my mind is filled with unanswered questions about Mom and Dad. If this wasn't an accident, then what really happened? Why would anyone want to hurt them? Eventually, I get my work done and head to bed. Then I drift off into a fitful slumber. Thanks so much for watching. I hope to see you next time, and I hope you enjoyed. Have a good day. Boop.